Hey everybody, Parallel here, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. This is going to be my continuing playthrough of the Gamma Quadrant Story Arc that is new in the Victory is Life expansion. I am of course playing on my Jem'Hadar Vanguard character, and in this video we are going to be playing the episode The Search. This is the third episode in the story arc, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. In fact, the name of this episode, The Search, is actually exactly the same as a Deep Space Nine episode from the series called The Search, which was actually a two-part episode. And that was the first episode where we saw the Defiant. That was in the third season. That is actually on the recommended list of episodes that you watch of Deep Space Nine that Cryptic had posted to their website. So I'm assuming this will have some tie-in to that episode. That was a pretty interesting episode because it was where you first saw the Defiant and learned about the Defiant having a cloaking device, and they actually had a Romulan emissary on board that was sort of there to monitor the cloaking device and make sure they didn't violate any treaties. And that episode also ended up with them being captured by Jem'Hadar and then going through some sort of an odd mental conditioning or like mental brainwashing where they were like the founders were putting the crew of the Defiant through strange simulations to see how they reacted to various conditions. I guess just trying to learn more about the Federation. So we'll have to see how this goes, and that's also kind of when Odo first met the founders and found, actually traveled to the founder homeworld. He was somehow drawn to the Omarion Nebula, where there was this rogue planet where the founders, lived in their Great Link. So a lot of things happen in those in that Search two-part episode. And having this episode here in the Gamma Quadrant Story Arc having the same name, I have to imagine has something related to that. So I'm very interested to see where this goes, and I'm pretty excited to play. So, like other episodes, I usually like to do a little update on what I've been doing with the character, but not much to report this time. I'm just continuing to grind reputations and going through getting marks for everything and doing the daily rep grind. So nothing new there. And I'm also in this same ship, the Jem'Hadar Vanguard warship, with pretty much the same build. So not a whole lot of new things to report there. However, I did want to at least mention one thing, which is upcoming here on the calendar. You will see that this is actually tomorrow, but by the time this video is uploaded, it'll probably be today. There is going to be starting an item upgrade weekend. And if you know, with the expansion now we have access to Mark 15 gear. And so this weekend is the time to start upgrading all of your Mark 14 gear to Mark 15. So I highly recommend you go ahead and do that. Hopefully you've been stocking up on those tech upgrades, or if you have been buying up the Phoenix box, if you have the Phoenix upgrades, those are even better. But yeah, I was just wanted to mention that so everyone knows. Definitely take advantage of this weekend to start upgrading your gear to Mark 15. I will definitely be doing that. I've been stocking up on Phoenix boxes, so hopefully I will be able to show some Mark 15 gear, and when we go through the next episode, we'll be able to take a look at that. But for now, it's not much else to report, so let's just go right into the episode, The Search. Let's go ahead and hail and see if there's
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Hur'q is numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant.
Oh, cool.
Counselor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosey system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hur'q presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
Okay, so this is cool. We're going to have Odo on his flagship. We're going to have Kira on the Defiant. That'll be pretty awesome. And then Garrick will also be having his own Cardassian fleet. Yeah, we'll have to see. I wonder if, just based on the image, it looks like Garrick might have a prominent role in this episode. That would be pretty cool. I guess if I recall correctly, he said he was now a council member for the Romulan, or not Romulan, the Cardassian Leadership Council. But I would be pretty surprised, knowing Garrick, he probably has some hand in, the Cardassian intelligence arena. That's just how he is. He always has his, kind of ear to the ground as far as intelligence goes. So maybe that will play into it here. And I was just looking down here to see if there's any unique rewards for this mission, and it looks like there are. Personal Karemma Trader Com Code. Character bind on pickup, so it is... Oh, check this out. It's basically a pirate, or what is it? The trader beacon, except on the ground. It'll, instead of warping in a trading vessel so you can access your bank in space, this will beam in a kiosk on the ground, which will allow you to access your bank, exchange, and mail. Interesting. That's actually kind of cool. So wherever you are, you can just beam in a little kiosk where you can do some banking. That's nice. It's handy.
Ready to get lucky?
And we get a little bit more Ketracel White. Always need that. But otherwise, looks like some pretty regular rewards. So, but yeah, this is cool. That's a nice little unique reward there.
Remember, victory is life.
Yes, Dukan Rex, it is.
Join our efforts in the Gamma Quadrant. The Founder has no...
Okay, so looks like we got to go back to the Gamma Quadrant. Let's go ahead and beam up and get traveling. I've really been enjoying these episodes so far. The two I've played so far have been great. Lots of great throwbacks to the Deep Space Nine series, and it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. I've been seeing pretty universally positive reviews to the Gamma Story Arc, so I have to pretty much agree with the crowd that it is quite good. But yeah, let's go ahead and head over to the Gamma Quadrant. And good, so it's close as well. I wonder if they do use any of these more distant systems. Oh, interesting. An ancient Dominion station. I don't see the Omarion Nebula. Obeda Cluster. There's a Jem'Hadar Nebula. Okay, but let's go ahead and head over to the Dosey system. I've also been really pleased with this, the Jem'Hadar Vanguard warship here. Very impressive ship. I have been thoroughly impressed. It's definitely outperforming the stock bug ship that you get as a Jem'Hadar character, and yeah, it has really helped in my enjoyment as far as the grinding goes for reputations. It's made it a lot of fun. It's a fun ship to fly for sure, and performs very well. Loving those Miracle Worker seats. All right, so let's begin the mission.
You've arrived. Good. We need to stop the Hur'q before they attack the Dosey homeworld. The Alliance has sent ships to assist us, but we're the front line until they arrive. I hope you're ready to make a stand.
The Dosey homeworld. I don't remember if... Okay, the Dosey are members of the Dominion?
The Dosey recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemmans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
Okay, so Dominion Station and the Karemma are here as well. I know the Karemma are one of the main races that traded with the Ferengi. So initially the Ferengi were making a lot of inroads into the Gamma Quadrant to open up trade routes. And the Karemma were big into trading with them. Alright, as you say,
Honor
Founder.
the Founders. Destroy the Hur'q.
Yes, let us destroy the Hur'q. Loving
Victory
these wingmen.
is life.
And we've got, okay, the Tane is here. We've got Odo's flagship. Oh, and there's the Defiant. Awesome. So we have, like, this is like a sick fleet right here, man. We got, like, massive power, like, of all these, you know, hero ships, like the Defiant, the Tane, and a big Jem'Hadar cruiser here for Odo. So definitely looking good from that perspective. We got a powerhouse fleet here. I'm gonna focus on these oh, there's Ravagers over here too. Let's do that. Put their immunity shield up. They have that annoying tractor repulsor as well. So some evasive maneuvers and get behind them here so we can bypass that immunity shield. Ouch. Those warp core creatures are hurting. Let's check out this. Dang it. Every time I'm looting, some message pops up and then I missed it. Maybe if I go auto combat out. Oh, shoot. No, I missed it. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the NPC here. That was some from Dukan Rex. Okay, you fought well and honored the Founders with your efforts. Take this opportunity to learn what you can about the Hur'q. As the Vorta are fond of saying, knowledge is power. Yes, any tactical intel you gather here will be of use to us. Will be of use to all who stand against the enemy. Consider your next test victory's life. Okay, but what I want to look at is this Jem'Hadar's Dominion station here. That's pretty cool looking. I don't think we ever saw a Dominion station in the Deep Space Nine series, if I recall correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we saw some Cardassian. I mean, whenever we went to, you know, whenever they showed like a station in Cardassian territory, it was always like a Cardassian shipyard or those Cardassian weapons platforms. I don't recall the Dominion having any of like their own style of station. Yeah, that I can recall. And that being the case, Cryptic looks like they put together a pretty nice looking station here. That's kind of cool looking. I wonder, it almost looks like that would be like a railgun or something. Pretty cool looking station for sure. Just gonna do a little flyby. Definitely fits with the Dominion theme. I can imagine this being, you know, I can imagine this like in the show. It looks convincing as far as the Dominion goes. But tell me that does not look like a railgun of some kind, like some planetary weapon or something. That looks quite nasty. Just see, it looks like you're looking right down the barrel of it. Okay. But that's really cool. I wonder if that's what that abandoned Dominion station looks like, something similar to that. But in any case, it looks like we just need to get close to the planet. These wingman ability that come with the Jem'Hadar Vanguard ship are actually quite good. I've been liking these two. They have a really good following AI. They're just much more responsive, and when you issue a command to them, they'll actually like teleport to you rather than flying, you know, way across the screen to try to get to you. Like if you order them to heal you, no matter how far away they are, they will just oops, I gotta heal the other guy, but they will just teleport right to your side and start doing it. So they're much more responsive than other hangar pets. All right, let's scan the planet.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of the white. This world is of no tactical or economic value to the Founders. I see little reason for the Hur'q to attack it, and yet riddles may amuse the Vorta, but I prefer truth and action. Wait! I'm reading more Hur'q inbound!
Okay. Interesting that there's chemosite here and white materials, white components. But yet it's abandoned, so why are
They're
Hur'q
going
here?
for the station.
Yeah, okay.
What
do
are
we
they
got?
after?
Good question, Kira.
We should scan the station once we're done with these Hur'q.
Got some Ravagers over here, kind of out of line of sight.
Hull integrity below 75%.
I'm just going to take these items by clicking so I don't accidentally dismiss any dialogues. Let's go ahead and scan the station here.
The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Hur'q are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Hur'q.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are here. So nothing interesting so far. A little bit of a mystery why the Hur'q are even here. I wonder if there's like some Tranzuli eggs or something on the planet, maybe?
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
I will check. Okay, distress signal. That's something interesting. Oh, that's a scanning minigame.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karemma system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemmans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Okay, so Quark is in trouble.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemmans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Hur'q on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
It's funny, Odo doesn't want to help Quark. That's right, the Karemma did provide weapons to the Dominion. In fact, there was another episode where... I remember there was another episode where Karemman and Quark were stuck in the Defiant, and there was like an unexploded Dominion torpedo lodged in the hull, and they had to like disarm it. And the Karemman kind of knew what to do because he had said they had sold that to the Dominion, and Quark kind of made fun of him because it was he's like, this is a defective product because it didn't explode on impact, which was pretty cool.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karemma is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Hur'q wise?
Looks like Garrick wants to go help Quark.
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karemma. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Okay, so I guess we learned nothing from the Dosey system, but let's see what Quark got himself into this time. Ooh, cutscene.
Where did all these ships come from?
That is a big fleet.
And And here we are, the Karemma system. Let's address Garrick's concerns, find out what Quark needs, and deal with it.
I live to serve the Founders. Yeah, this must be like a big honor for a Jem'Hadar to be like fighting alongside directly a
Far be it
Founder.
for me to question the word of a Founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors.
Yep.
I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Yeah, so they thought Odo had the last sort of Dominion fleet. So many of them have been destroyed by the Hur'q. Which means the Hur'q must have done a lot of damage, because the Dominion had an absolutely enormous fleet. So, okay, so the flagship is hailing us. Maybe, I wonder if this is another fleet that got stuck in like the wormhole, like Loris's fleet back in that one previous Deep Space Nine related episodes.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
Oh, it's the female changeling. Wow. Okay, so yeah, she was the leader of the Dominion in the Alpha Quadrant for like many seasons in Deep Space Nine. Apologies, Founder.
It's not our intent to cause trouble, Founder. We followed a distress signal from our good friend Quark, and we take the lives of our friends very seriously. I am curious about your presence here and the large number of Jem'Hadar vessels accompanying you. You see, Odo told us that his fleet was the only one left to defend the Dominion. That clearly isn't the case.
Yeah,
As are we. Karemma is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
Okay, not much explanation there.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hur'q as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
Interesting. So Odo was either holding back, or he didn't know about this?
If you don't mind, we would still like to enter Karemman space and assist our good friend in his hour of need. Surely, that would be acceptable, yes?
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemman space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
Okay, so Odo's gonna vouch for us here.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karemma.
Interesting. So Odo has come so far. I wonder if he's still sort of an outcast?
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
That is definitely a big fleet. I mean, look at this. We got whole wings of attack ships. We've got battleships lined up, attack ships, heavy escort. I know I saw some dread. Oh man, they're all over. That is a monstrous fleet. They got a battleship. I thought I saw a dreadnought carrier as well. But all right, let's help the. So we have to assist the Karemman. I keep saying Kremen. The Karemman transports. So what do we got here? Swarmers, we got a Ravager. And we got some assemblies here as well. Probably have to deal with their annoying immunity shields. Yep, there they go. Change the angle here. And their annoying tractor repulsors. There we go.
Left shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
Got one more group over here, so let's get ready to yeah, let's get ready to engage here. So we can take out these Ravagers and get the Swarmers down. Oh, the NPCs took down the Swarmers pretty well, actually. Got the Defiant, the yep. This is our little fleet here. I'm really liking. This is a pretty nice, pretty powerful fleet here. That's even the flight deck cruiser and the escorts. We got all three of the Cardassian ships from the Vanguard pack. Got the good old Defiant, and then we got the flagship. So yeah, this is a nice little powerful fleet here. This is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and look at the whole line of all the whole Jem'Hadar fleet for the female changeling. Which is kind of funny, they still just call her the female changeling. She doesn't have like an actual name. Okay, let's hail a Karemma. No response first. I'm trying all hailing frequencies, but I'm getting nothing in return. Keep trying.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemman hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
Okay, I'll send them a new frequency. Transmit new hailing frequency. Oh, okay.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Hur'q. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
What the Jem'Hadar opened fire on the Karemma? Okay, why would they do that? You must be mistaken, Carmen.
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemmans.
Wonder if they were trying to keep them contained or something? Maybe they thought there were Hur'q Dranzuli eggs or something on board? I don't know.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
Yep, scan for Ferengi life signs. The planet does look populated. There's definitely some large cities here. Okay, it took a few scans, but we found one Ferengi life sign first. It is surrounded by a handful of Karemma and a large number of Hur'q. There is a lot of interference in that area, so we can't get a transporter lock on him at this time. Can we hail them?
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Hur'q are closing in. Get me out of here. Poor Odo's right-wrong whiz will finally come true.
So Garrick is involved. He's trying to get something from Quark here, so no wonder he was trying to be so generous and coming to help us out here. There's always something ulterior motive with Garrick.
We need to get Quark out quickly before he has an encounter with the Hur'q of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Wow, we're getting some good use out of these pattern enhancers, I guess. Alright, we get our full crew here. Let's go ahead and beam down.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Okay, let's go, Counselor.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Interesting. Okay. New map. I gotta look around a little bit. I did put back on the corrosive plasma pistol. I do also have another weapon. And where did I put it? I gave that mining laser to my engineer. Well, we'll just go with what we got for now. But this does look like a nice... oh, there we go. We got some occlusion going on there. That's cool. Nice lighting. Sunbeam effect there.
How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
How convenient. Yeah. I'm sure Garrick did not know this was here, right? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and buff up here. Aw.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors.
Yeah. Is he wearing like a, it looks like a Cardassian uniform, a little bit updated or modified maybe? That's pretty cool. I'm gonna give this gambling device one more try here, so I'm at least not debuffed. Oh, come on.
Ah, more Hur'q. It seems we're in the right place. My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemman security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it.
Whoops. Check that out. Garrick, he's got one of those, the Ferengi phase, or not Ferengi, one of the Cardassian phasers. That's pretty cool. They use those quite a bit in the show. That would be a nice, mission reward.
My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemman security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Karemman life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Hur'q.
Alright, so we gotta find a Karemman to get there. Garrick doesn't want to waste time hacking in. Ah, there we go. So we've got 3 areas, it looks like. Maybe we have to save all 3. Let's head over to this way first. That works. Don't really need any Duranium War right now, but probably a good idea to pick that up for if you are a new player. You get a decent amount of materials just from running queues and the reward boxes at the end. Kind of cool that Garrick is helping us out here. Okay, so we saved one Karemman. Merrimat.
thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Excuse me? It's kind of funny, the contraband. I wonder if that's why the other Dominion ships are firing on them.
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway,
No, I doubt it.
You're clearly not Karemman police, so what brings you down here?
They've got to know the Jem'Hadar. I mean, yeah, we're looking for a Ferengi named Hur'q.
Oh, Hur'q, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these Hur'qs, Gurks, and whatever you call them. Help
Gurks.
us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Okay. Sounds like a character here. It's kind of funny. It sounds like Hur'q has been like bragging and he's like going around like he's a high roller. So this is all contraband, huh? No wonder. Okay, so let's go save these other two.
Alright, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Where are you? I don't even see her. I hope she didn't get stuck somewhere. That's the quantum mortar, so I don't know where she went. Hopefully, all I can hope is that when all three of them are saved, they will reappear. Oh, there's a guardian there. Okay. The big guy. Okay, who's this guy? Talk to Canal?
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Karemman Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
This is weird. How can... No, we're looking for... How can they not know the Jem'Hadar? The Karemma were part of the Dominion. They've got to know the Jem'Hadar.
That'd be Hur'q then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Hur'q. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Okay. All I can think of is that Cryptic probably didn't modify the dialogue. Because I know the other... For these episodes, the other... you know, other factions are allowed to play these episodes as well, I guess. So they couldn't actually call them as Jem'Hadar.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
Wow, okay.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Okay. So that why would the Dominion fleet leave now? So still some mysteries going on here, but yeah, all I can think of is that normally the Karemma would recognize the Jem'Hadar like right away. All I can think of is that Cryptic just didn't make the dialogue dynamic, so they would recognize like your species or whatever. I love that paradox bomb, sucking them in. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, those... That ability would probably be really nasty on Elite. These Hur'q bosses. Definitely a pain. Okay, so who do we rescue this time? Abrelin?
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military. Well, Karemma military, anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
How would the Karemma have their own military, though? Wouldn't the Dominion be their military, the Jem'Hadar?
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
We helped the rest. Okay, so I guess now that we've helped them all, we get a new option here. Okay, yep. So let's head back. Looks like a new path opened up. It says they hid Hur'q in a...
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Okay, so yeah, they did all three appear. That's good. I'm glad they didn't get stuck.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross.
Good old Frankie scream, okay.
That can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Yeah, Frankie don't have much of a pain tolerance. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, Overseer. That is like a super boss or something. Okay. Time to pull out all the guns here. Let's use our cooldowns. Ow, ow. Man, that ability is really annoying. It's like a pushback cone that they have. Couldn't even see him back there. He was like behind the wall.
It's good to see you too, Hur'q. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemma tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Hur'q.
I see. Thank you, Hur'q. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
What the heck? Is it like Orb of the Prophets? Like you can't see it? Is it like that briefcase in Pulp Fiction? Okay, we can talk to Hur'q and we can talk to First Minister Bekelba. Let's talk to Bekelba first.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bekelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
Hello, I'm Dominion right here. In what way?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone.
Ah.
The Dominion stood by while the Hur'q attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
I see. They tried to secede from the Dominion. And I get the feeling the Founders would not like that. I know when the Cardassians, towards the end of the Deep Space Nine episodes in the series, like the last episodes, the Cardassians tried to rebel against the Dominion, and they were basically almost exterminated. There was like the Dominion was doing like genocide against them at the end there. So yeah, I don't think seceding was a good idea there. The Founders do not value rebellion, so that's why they were firing on them. But I still don't know why. I wonder why the Dominion didn't come help fight the Hur'q anyway, because they're enemies of the Hur'q, right? So why wouldn't they just come just to kill Hur'q in any case?
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
You're welcome.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karemma was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Hur'q invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is that you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Okay, calm down, Quark. You're safe now. First, you'll need to set up the pattern enhancers in order to get out of there. Okay, so we gotta do our pattern enhancers again. Definitely getting use out of these, I have to say. It's kind of funny.
The Hur'q are leaving. For now.
Okay, thank you, Kira. I just find it funny because how many times does that happen in a, through all the series, TNG, DS9, where they'll beam down somewhere, and then something will happen where their pattern gets scrambled and they can't get beamed up just to help the plot along. It's like, just whenever when a wave team beams down, just give them pattern enhancers, and there you go. No more plot device needed to have them get stuck.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Yeah, these cutscenes are really nice.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
Yeah, so what is this exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Okay, very well. So no hint of what it is yet.
I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
I wonder if it is an orb. One of the orbs, maybe? Orb of the Prophets? Tread carefully. It is not wise to challenge a founder.
So I have come to understand. That being said, I have a great deal of respect for the Ambassador. In the event that I cause offense, I trust you'll defend his honor in an appropriate fashion. Shall we proceed?
All right. Cutscene. Yeah,
what is this?
First. What the?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karemma. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Karemman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemmans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador.
Wayun's like looking in.
It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Hur'q. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
Uh-oh.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Yep.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Hur'q attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Hur'q, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy.
Uh-oh.
So I found a high-value target and led the Hur'q to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Uh-oh. Struck a founder. That's not good.
My entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Hur'q attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me.
Wow.
It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
Yeah, Odo's changed. Kira is not happy about this. Interesting. Oh, cool. We can speak with Wayun and Loris. All right. Yeah, I'm surprised like the Jem'Hadar didn't like shoot down Kira for like striking a founder. It's like that's probably a no-no. We talked to Garrick as well, and okay, we talked to all kinds of people here. That was a really good cutscene. Holy cow! So that was. It was actually interesting to see Kira in a Starfleet uniform. You know, she was always in the Bajoran uniform all throughout the series, but yeah, it's very interesting. Now she's a Starfleet captain. But so we got these two devices here that Odo has been using to summon the Hur'q, but that raises even more questions, like how does the Dominion know how to summon the Hur'q? This makes me think like the Dominion have something, you know, it's either some history with the Hur'q, or I wonder if they even like, you know, maybe they were something with some genetic manipulation that had gone awry. Maybe they wanted to make a warrior species, like a mindless warrior species, to serve the Dominion. And they ended up with like creating the Hur'q in some way, kind of like, and then they got loose and escaped. Who knows? I wonder if there is some kind of history there with the Hur'q and the Dominion, though. It's got to be if they have all of this understanding. So there's some secret going on there, and maybe Odo doesn't know about it. He said that the other founders were holding back from him, which is also kind of strange, because I thought, you know, when a founder joins the Great Link, I thought they all shared memories, so you couldn't really hide things from each other. But I don't know, maybe he's been away from the Great Link for a while. I don't know. Okay, who should we talk to first here? I guess let's talk to Garrick.
Quite the revelation, don't you think?
Indeed.
It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Okay. Yeah, we got Loris and Wayun over here.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Oh yeah, that's right. He usually is with the female founder. Excuse me.
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
Weyoun's model looks like one of the best. I think his is one of the more accurate ones to the show.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Okay, this is interesting. So the Vorta are like fighting about whose founder is like better. My founder is better than yours. No, my founder's better.
Serve the founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
Yeah, that was the Loris that was, I guess, stuck in the wormhole all that time. And then, you know, when the Dominion fleet came out in that previous story arc. But I don't know if Weyoun should be talking much here, because he's met an untimely demise several times.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun.
Yep.
Have you forgotten his sins? I know the founders haven't.
And we're like, hey.
I know you work directly for a founder, but you should remember your place. It's very impolite to eavesdrop and interrupt a private conversation between your superiors. Perhaps you need a reminder of who provides your Catracel whites.
No, don't take away my white. I will serve. My apologies. Yep, only the Vorta can hand out the white, so it's kind of like enforced servitude, enforced loyalty. Okay, let's talk to Ducom Rex.
This is unexpected. The Founders have put useful allies at risk here. While the Karemman should be punished for their rebellion, they should also be given a chance to atone and return to the Dominion. It is not our place to question the will of the Founders, but a good soldier strives to know what he can do about the battlefield and the challenges it may present. Remain vigilant and keep me appraised. Victory is life.
What are you thinking, Elder? Hopefully this will give us credit for the Gamma Recruit achievement.
Our gods keep their own counsel in the end. It is not our place to question them. And yet, we follow them because they have given us life. We pledge that life to them and earn it through our victories. But if a god's creations are valueless, why create them? And if they have value, why destroy them? Can a god be unworthy of worship?
I wonder how old he is, because they keep calling him the Honored Elder. But I know Jem'Hadar don't typically live very long. Like, even if they live to like 20 years old, it's considered, you know, an elder at that point. But he's starting to question, maybe, serving the gods or wanting some more purpose to it. I do not know, Elder. Did that give us credit? Yeah, it looks like it did. The search. Okay, so yeah, we got credit for the search on our recruitment event. And let's talk to Odo.
I trust you understand the need for security here. What you've heard today is not to be discussed with anyone else, understood? No one, not even another founder.
As you command, Founder. Yep, so that was it. Just a little bit of a wrap up there after that really awesome cutscene. That was an impressive cutscene, I liked it. And even though Odo is acting a little bit differently, I think that they nailed Kira's character quite convincingly. That's exactly how Kira would have reacted to something like that. She's not into the whole manipulation and, yeah, subterfuge. So it seems like Odo's acting a lot more like Garruk would. That sounds like the ploy that Garruk and Cisco put together trying to get the Romulans into the war. And this time now Odo was doing that to try to get more, the Federation into the war and Bajor into the war against the Hur'q. So that's cool. I'm liking that whole plot twist there. All right, let's head out. They didn't really explain why we came to the Dosey system, right? That, I wonder if, it didn't really explain why the Hur'q were there. It was just like an old abandoned station and a, pretty barren planet with maybe some minerals on it, and some chemosite, but didn't really explain that. I wonder if there was one of those Dominion beacons there on that station, maybe, that was drawing the Hur'q to it. Maybe that station was important in some way. Maybe they were manufacturing those little beacons there. I don't know. I wonder if that'll get explained in another episode. But yeah, that is it. It looks like from here all we have to do is hail command. Let's see if there's any wrap-up here.
We have heard much today. The wisdom of the gods is not always evident to soldiers like ourselves, but I trust Founder Odo. I believe we should continue to serve him. He seeks to save the Dominion from the Hur'q, and he may well be our best hope in doing that. Speak of what you have learned today with no one, especially Weyoun. I do not believe his intentions are always in the Dominion's best interests. Return to your duties. I will contact you when Founder Odo is ready to move forward with his plan.
I won't tell Weyoun, but wasn't he there? He pretty much saw everything as himself anyway. And he'll probably report that back to the female founder, because that's kind of who he reports to. Alright, so let's go ahead and collect our reward. I'm going to definitely test this out. We'll head back to DS9 and check out this new personal Karemma trader kiosk.
Remember, victory is life.
Doomed to repeat, I believe that is the next episode, so we... Yep, doomed to repeat. Alright, looks like we got Kira front and center in this one. Yep, so that will be coming in the next video. Let's go ahead and head back to the wormhole and head back to DS9. And while we're doing that, I guess I'll just give my final thoughts on the episode here for The Search. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. Had a little bit of mystery to it that still isn't resolved yet with the initial Dominion station that was not really explained. But then finally we had to save Hur'q, who was on a sort of a secret mission for Garrick, and help him from the Hur'q. And then finally, the last cutscene there was, I think, very, very impressive. I really liked that cutscene, and all the reactions seemed quite genuine. So that was a really, really poignant cutscene also, because now we're kind of, seems like Odo is sort of becoming a little bit more cold and calculating, and less sort of the innocent or naive changeling that he was back in the show, which I can kind of buy. Now that he's been in the Dominion for so long, now that he's been a leader among his people and having to lead his own fleet and all of that, maybe he is becoming more cynical and whatnot. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and beam down to Deep Space Nine. But overall, definitely, I mean, 2 major thumbs up. That was a great episode. As far as the combat goes, it was pretty... Oops, didn't mean to hit the aux to bat there. But yeah, it was a really good episode with... I mean, the combat was good. It was your standard Hur'q fights, but we did see that new Hur'q... what was it, Overseer or something on the ground, more like the like a major boss. So that was pretty cool. Got to see that on the ground. But otherwise, yeah, the ground map was pretty good looking, but also pretty standard. Nothing too amazing there. The interior was, had a lot of objects that looked like it had been reused from other maps. But I think the most impressive thing as far as the environments go was that Dominion Station. That was looking really cool. I definitely did look on that. All right, let's head down to Deep Space Nine. But yeah, so far, 3 episodes in, and this is a really good story arc. I'm very much enjoying this. I want to see where it's going to go with the Hur'q, and there definitely is something going on behind the scenes here with the Dominion and the Hur'q. I'm being able to create the... well, this pile-up is quite impressive right now. But being able to summon the Hur'q to a location means they definitely have some knowledge or in some history with the Hur'q. And like I was kind of speculating earlier, maybe they even had some hand in creating the Hur'q, or maybe they were like a genetic experiment that they had done that got loose and sort of escaped and lost control of. Almost kind of like what happened to, I don't know, I'm thinking of like Warframe, like the Infested, and the Orkan, like the Orkan lost control of the Infested. So something along those lines. So that's pretty cool. So I'm thinking we'll find out at some point in this storyline what's going on between the Dominion and the Hur'q. Maybe the Hur'q were like supposed to be like the first Jem'Hadar. Like maybe the founders just wanted mindless, just mindless animals to enforce their will, and then that went bad, and they're like, no, we actually need a warrior race that with intelligence, not just a mindless creatures to be able to enforce our rule. And then they went with the Jem'Hadar. I don't know, just kind of spitballing ideas here, brainstorming. But yep, last thing I want to do then, let's check out this. Where's a good place? Let's drop down this. Someone dropped their Swedish fish on the ground here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where's a good place to drop down this kiosk. Yeah, here we go. Let's go in the nice secluded area in the temple. We'll put a trade kiosk right in the middle, right in front of the orb. And I did look it up. I know in the last few episodes I never did know what orb this is, and I believe it is the Orb of Contemplation. I want to say it wasn't the Orb of Time, because that was a different orb. But yeah, I better double check here just to make sure I'm not telling. Yeah, Orb of Contemplation is the one in the. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's bring down the personal Karemma trader kiosk. Not Karemma. Okay, so I wouldn't call this a kiosk. Okay, so first of all, there's something odd. He beamed into the middle of the floor. That can't be healthy. And so it's just a hologram of a Karemma. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's not actually like a kiosk. It said in the tooltip, it said it brings down a kiosk. Okay, but nope, it just brings down a little hologram. Okay, let's talk to him. Yep, so you could get all of your goodies here. Oh, you can buy commodities from him too. You can get your mail, you can get your bank, and you can get your account bank. Yep, you can get your account bank. So, yeah, so that's cool. Nice little handy thing. If you're ever in a place and you're not near a bank, then go ahead and use your Karemma Trader Com. Very, very handy. Okay. All right, but I think that is as good a place as any to wrap up this episode, everyone. So yeah, what can I say? Very much enjoying this episode. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think is the relationship between the Dominion and the Hur'q. Although I'm sure many of you have probably already played well beyond this, but so you may already know. If you do already know and you put it in the comments, please use some kind of a spoiler tag or something. I'm trying not to be spoiled on this, as I'm playing this live as I go through here on my first character. So this is a blind playthrough. I'd like to, try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. But if you are speculating, I would be certainly welcome to read your speculation about what it is. I guess I'll find out in due time in any case, right? 3 episodes left, guys. Very much enjoying this so far. But yep, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.